Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the solar sector. Our potential weekly higher low zone of interest. Should it get down there, that would be ideal. In daily oversold conditions, that would be great. So, considering the big market dump day today, um, Tambos have to be pretty happy with how today shook out. Holding the low of yesterday to print an inside bar to make this kind of a wedge. It doesn't draw so clean, but it's a bit of a wedgy look, and I know some other names were looking like that the other day. Yes. So we'll just keep our minds, keep our eyes open for that because while it doesn't draw so clean, the psychology is there with these bear breaks with minimal follow through. And I guess you could draw the trend line from back there even. Anyway, let's see here. So trades really interesting. You can see it as a wedge or even a potential inverse head and shoulders. The idea is we are paying attention for the potential of hourly trend changes to finally set these daily lows. So we did have this daily low. I don't remember if the trend changed. No. We never got that hourly trend change. I never really got that hourly trend change in regular trading hours, so we've never been confident in this daily low being set. So we'll just be keeping our eyes open for that going forward. The bulls have made enough space for a higher low. So at this point tomorrow, if they were to start off weak and pull back, we can be bottom fishing these levels. So it stands out to me. Oh, well, I guess that bottom there. So something like terrible, and we just want to make sure that our 5-minute RSI would be extended whenever we're looking for an hourly higher low play. So where would that be? Around there. This is it. All right. So somewhere around here where all these bottoms got put in, not a bad place to be bottom fishing these levels to for a potential hourly higher low. So something like, oh, something like only that. And we would just want to stop out if that low gets taken out, because our thesis is for an hourly higher low. So if that low gets taken out, then we would not be in it for an hourly higher low. Now that being said, if you wanted to be a bit more conservative, an alternative to that would be to play this trend line, right? We have this potential trend line holding here to form the support of this wedge. And so maybe you want to be a bit more conservative with your scales and come all the way down here perhaps. And then maybe look for something like this, and we would just be looking for a daily lower high. Somewhere under 73.08. That's not bad. And then even if you get an inside bar day tomorrow, wouldn't be bad positioning for that. All right, just looking for the bottom range of this. Yep. So the open will likely change this setup quite a bit. So just want to be mindful with the markets in turmoil. Not really, but they are selling off. Okay, ORA. All right, so ORA losing this highlighted shelf of support here. We are approaching this key level it's a key level for me just because it's the lowest close of this little congestion area here. So let's check it out on the hourly time frame. So far, we've broken to daily lower lows, so the daily downtrend is still very much in effect, but again, not much follow through. So if the bulls can show up soon, then they can keep this. Oh no, that's not looking good. That's starting to look less and less like a flag, but as long as they can defend and maintain this channel, as long as there's not a lot of follow through in this break, just like that previous break, then they will keep the potential for that flag alive, although it's not looking so hot at the moment. We are currently hourly oversold. Yep, flirting with hourly oversold conditions. So if we were to open up weak right away tomorrow, push down and get hourly very extended towards the bottom of this channel, I'd be interested in that trade. So potentially something like this. I actually couldn't get any trade. Well, I couldn't get much trading done in this morning because I didn't even know it was a doctor. And I mean, I didn't know. What doesn't matter. All right, so let's see. Yeah, this hourly is already so extended. This might, I kind of doubt it would even get that far down. But if let's see, something like that, maybe. See, let's take a look at our side. Just trying to get an idea of which three lines can capture a bunch of bottoms. 28. We're at 30 right now. Okay, so something like this. It would be pretty conservative, I think. Start scaling in so low. But the idea is a channel play based off of this previous price action over there as well. And hourly oversold conditions. I don't hate something like that. JKS on the daily time frame. Okay, so one of our wedge names that we're looking out for. Lost the daily yesterday's low with not so much follow through. Check in on the hourly time frame, and we're still just looking for that daily higher low. Anything over 1894 will still technically be a daily higher low. Hourly time frame. So the wedge that we highlighted and strong kind of roughly because let's clean up these lines a little bit to include all the closes. So actually, you could say they're going for the break right now. Obviously, there's not much gusto, but with overall market conditions so weak, not terribly surprising. So I guess today the play was really to bottom fish the wedge support line in hourly oversold conditions. It was oversold at the low of this candle. I have it set so that it prints on the close, but when it was down there, you can see it was just barely kissed 30 there. So we're eyes on this wedge tomorrow. Ideal situation would be for the bulls to just start off pretty strong, and then we can be looking for healthy hourly higher lows, ideally in 5-minute oversold conditions. Yep. Okay, Ron, another one of the wedges highlighted yesterday, did get the break at the end of the day, and kind of an hourly trend change. It's not, they're not really big pivots. And so I wouldn't argue with you if you said, oh, that's not really a price action trend change. So also going for the wedge break here, not a lot of momentum yet. Did not get help from the market, although this is good volume at the end of the day here. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's impressive volume for this time of day, 2 p.m. Interesting. Okay, so and remember, Run is the name that I'm kind of watching because it's a bit of a canary. It led the way down, so I wouldn't be surprised if it led the way up, but we'll see. We'll see. So eyes peeled as well for this potential wedge break follow through going into tomorrow, and ideally the bulls will push up, break some resistances in order to have us confident in a healthy hourly higher low. In which case, I don't hate like a back test the wedge line. Get there. Let's see the 5-minute over 5-minute RSI. Yeah. So if we were to look for a back test, maybe off the see what that looks like hourly time. Yeah, we essentially be bottom fishing these lows, right? I kill this, hide it. Essentially, you would be bottom fishing all those lows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 hourly lows there. I believe there's some price action history here. You can see there's been a bunch of reactions here. It's been acted as support many times, and it's acting as support right now for some basing. Okay, so I don't hate this kind of a play here. this is starting to be too many highlight plays. Can't trade them all, but just to give you an idea of how I would set these trades up, if you happen to feel like, oh, that I agree with that, then by all means, as a framework. Okay, FSLR. Yeah, beauty double top. So it's sometimes it can be tricky to look to make like top fishing plays for on really strong days or bottom fishing plays on really weak days. And just having something like a big long-term channel offer you some kind of structure can be a lot be very helpful, right, to add conviction on these trades. So yep, just some advice, I guess. All right, so we had a bit of a double top. I guess you just call that a lower high. It isn't. It's not that close to a double top. Whatever, on the verge of a double top, so to speak. And we had that nice channel rejection, and so the bulls. The hourly trend is fine. We're just anticipating a hourly tightening range at this point, and even if the markets are strong, like it'd be a bit of a tall order to break out of this channel, and at least a sustained breakout of this channel I feel like would be a bit of a tall order. So I wouldn't be surprised if we were to pull back in the near term and maybe test this medium line. Even if we were just to go sideways, I feel like that'd be pretty healthy. So just watching this hourly EQ going into tomorrow, and if I mean, I'm more inclined to play it bearish off of the channel. Although if we consolidate like very healthily sideways on the hourly for a couple of days, then I would not be as inclined for that trade. I don't really love FSLR for any trades in the short term. But ideally, what we'll see tomorrow, even if we just print an inside bar, I think that's fine. There's so much range on this day. It's 8% on the day, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by a few days of inside bars. So if that's the case, then we can be bottom fishing and top fishing the range. So we would be interested here. Here. And ideally, because we're bottom fishing and top fishing in hourly range, we'll be doing so in 5-minute overbought and oversold conditions. I'm sure if we take a look, yep, see, testing the resistance with overbought conditions, bit of some divergence, I guess, yeah. And no, that's not divergence. What am I saying? Yeah. So you can see it right here. We tested the bottom of the range, 5-minute oversold. Tested the top of the range, 5-minute overbought. Not a bad play when we are range bound. All right, that just about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.